Let's just talk about then influencing a little bit more. So influencing is one of the 12 emotional intelligence competencies.
Right.
So let's just look at that. So these 12, so this is the Goldman research, and Hay Group and Goldman have developed a product called ESCI, so Emotional and Social Competence Inventory. Okay. And they break emotional intelligence up into these 4 quadrants. So they talk about self-awareness and other awareness.
Yep.
And they talk about management, self-management and relationship management. And so there are 12 competencies, 1 competency in self-awareness, and then the rest are broken up, and we'll just go through those. So the idea here is that influence is very much part of this relationship management process.
Right.
But influencing needs self-awareness, social awareness and self-management to get it right.
Yep.
Because we want to influence constructively
Right.
and in a way that enhances our position towards our career objectives.
Okay.
So if we break down those 12 competencies, we've got 1, as I said, in emotional intelligence. Self-management has achievement orientation, adaptability, emotional self-control, positive outlook. So really they're, I think, separate from specific influencing or political behaviours.
Self-understanding,
But when we go to empathy and organisational awareness has a lot to do with influencing, because organisational awareness means that we need to keep our ear to the ground and know what's going on in the business. We need to be aware of what the rumour mill is and aware of what the formal communication channels are.
Right.
We need to actually learn by example. We need to watch people who are successful and observe what they do to be successful.
Right.
And once again, that allows us to build an impression of how we need to be in this organisation.
Right.
We need, in the organisational awareness, we need to find out who has the power, both formal and informal, because often it's the informal power that surprises us, that we think we're talking to the right person, but all of a sudden we realise that someone over here is going to make this decision.
Right.
And our organisational awareness is knowing who that person is.
Yes. Okay.
Organisational awareness is about getting points of view from people around you, because that allows you need to create your perceptions, but perceptions are reality when they're broader based and they involve the whole system. So the more people you speak to, so you have to make a decision to network. So going back to that political skill, that networking process is very important. Building coalitions, asking people where we're going is very much part of this organisational awareness.
Right.
And the last point about organisational awareness is you need to get support from the right places.
Right.
Now that might be that your first job, you don't have a connection with your boss or superior, but other superiors you have a very strong connection with, and I would suggest that you nurture those relationships, because we need lots of support through our career, and different people can help us at times that we can never expect.
Right.
So never not do the work and build that network of yours.
Gives you access to power.
Absolutely. Gives you access to power. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So then the fourth part of this emotional intelligence is conflict management is one skill, coach and mentor, influence, inspirational leadership and teamwork. And obviously influence is a competency which is nurtured. And to sort of ground that competency, I just thought I'll read out these questions which are part of their survey diagnostic. So convince others by getting support from key people, convinces others by using multiple approaches. So that means there's always more than one solution to a problem.
Right.
Give people multiple solutions. Allow them the freedom to choose. Don't push them into the wall and force them of yours. Always be thinking of multiple options. And a great leader always can see multiple ways to get to the same point, and they have that flexibility and agility to say, well, the will of the people is for option A. I actually think option B will be better, but if they don't think it'll be better, it won't be because we won't implement successfully.
Sure.
So back to that decision-making process.
Right. Right.
Anticipates how others will respond when trying to convince them. Convinces others by developing behind-the-scenes support, so that Japanese approach.
Yep.
Actually have the decision made before you get there.
Yep.
And then convinces others through discussion. So they're the formal questions. The other thing that Hay Group have done is that they've introduced a document specifically for influencing, which perhaps recognises the politics in organisational life.
Yeah.
And how and so I went through a process, and we can. And what this is a profile. It's a profile of my influencing skills, and it gave me a picture of what I could improve. So in that, it talks about very high. So they define influencing, and their elements: empowerment, interpersonal awareness, bargaining, relationship building, organisational awareness, common vision, impact management, logical persuasion and coercion. Okay. Now we can see coercion as the dark side, but it's there.
And you scored quite low on that, is that what?
Yeah, so I fortunately, I was quite comfortable scoring very low because I personally don't. It's something that you need to do sometimes, but very rarely.
Right, right. And it doesn't really generate genuine commitment to anything.
And
it's
long
based on
term,
fear.
it might work once, but fear will only work in the short term, not the long term. So for people who are interested, there is research conducted about developing your influencing skills, which is important.
Thank you.